Alright. Welcome to the Buzzed Files.
Do you know what it is?
I don't know. 100 something. We're rolling. We noticed last week after we recorded that the microphones did not record for some reason.
We're amateurs.
Just like every time I'm like, God damn, like it's always something. So to remember all the crap. But it was on. I think it was just on the wrong switch. It just was.
What was all over these beer cans?
I don't know. It looked like, pull that closer. It looked like one had broken open, so there was just crap all over it. Like that's why I wiped them down.
Drinking my Buzzin' Bee. I feel like after this week and last week and my upcoming week, I deserved a little treat.
Yeah,
Mama's been busy.
I don't even remember why we didn't do one last week. It was just chaos.
The oldest went to grad venture.
Oh, that's right.
And I was like, I can't get drunk on the podcast and go to sleep for 3 hours and then wake up and go pick him up.
So our oldest son, like he's graduating 8th grade. I say graduating. It's kind of funny, but they go down to like Universal Studios here in Orlando, and we were just kind of laughing about it because I was like, there's literally no way to do one because
we drink too much, and by the time we get off of it,
you pick them up at like it was
3 a.m.
3:30.
I got him at 3:10.
Yeah, so I was like, Jesus. So Sam was like, I'm not drinking, and then trying to like
wake up and.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go open the store. Excuse me.
There is no excuse me.
You got to shift. Just turn it. Rotate your
Pivot.
body. There you go.
Pivot. You have to put a weight in front of it.
There we go. Got it.
What'd you put in front of it?
Laundry basket.
Is it actually holding it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta pivot again.
Pivot. Ugh. Yeah, so we have an AC unit for out here, but it
did not
it's
go off fast enough.
Noisy as shit. Like when we did a test recording, and you can just hear it like, and it's not loud when you're sitting here, but the microphones pick it up like crazy. So I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I don't know. These bloody bastards. We're gonna have to turn on the AC unit after like 7 hours before we record.
Turn on at noon.
Crank it down to like 40 degrees in here and record in a hoodie. That's
what it was like during winter.
Pretty much. I want to ask this. If I buy that tube thing, are you going to do one? That beer, it's like the stick, and you like pour a beer in. It's almost like a water gun, and you can put it up against a wall or do it with your hand, and it like.
Sounds like one of those nights where I do an Irish goodbye and you don't see me the rest of the night.
Yeah. I don't know if we should talk about that. We've mentioned it, but Santa's gotten to where if she shotguns or funnels a beer like on the podcast,
lights out.
She is done.
I can't function.
Sam could have drank 3 beers and she shotguns a 4th one, and she's just like, all right, see you in the morning. Like when we wrap up the podcast, she's just out.
I don't even wait for him. I just go get in bed.
Maybe we should do that before bed then. Instead of drinking like when we get home from work, and having a couple beers.
Shotgun a beer.
Yeah, you just shotgun like 2 and then go to bed.
Probably
like 9 o'clock.
Probably more efficient than sleeping pills.
It'd be more healthy.
Than sleeping pills?
Well, I don't know if those are healthy, but to just shotgun a couple and just be like, I'm out, rather than drink like 6 over.
Like I
hours.
can chug a beer, it doesn't do that to me. Like if I like pour it into like a Dixie cup and I just like 2 gulps and I'm done, it doesn't have the same effect on me. It's so weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Because it's all about how fast your body can process the alcohol.
I guess.
It shouldn't matter. Like if you, it's the same thing.
But anytime we do them on the podcast, because usually we do them at the end, so I've already had 2 or 3 beers, and I've usually had about 2 before, but
You get white girl wasted on
I'm
those.
like-
You're like a drunk sorority girl.
I don't even have my phone with me when
She's
I go
like,
to bed.
I don't know. Did you give my phone? Did you find it? I'm like, yeah, I plugged
Can
it
you
up.
take my necklace off
She's
of
just
me?
like, I don't know where.
One night I went to bed.
Where's my pillow?
One night I went to bed, I was still in my clothes.
Yeah, I was just like, I was like cleaning up, or like I made some nachos out in there, and I walked in there to like the bedroom. Sam's like just curled up. I was like, Jesus, like it was 15 minutes after the podcast was over, just out. I was like, okay,
What did I say?
it's 9:20.
Drinking in your 40s is a little different.
Not for me. Rolling straw.
Well, how many carbs did you eat today?
Well, I had carbs. That's your other problem is when like we've done the podcast and Sam doesn't eat. It doesn't end well.
I haven't eaten.
I'm like, you might want to have a sandwich or something.
In Cody's logic, I technically haven't eaten in 3 days.
Yeah, you eat like she's like, well, I had a piece of deli meat, and then I had a pickle, and then
A protein bar.
and then I had half a protein bar for breakfast, and I'm like, so that's not any food. That's like just I'm like, so I had eggs and toast in the morning, and then for lunch I had Taco Bell. And then for dinner, I ate
a pot of pasta.
Yeah, I ate some pasta, and I'm out here just pounding beers, and that's probably why the carbs soak.
So I had to go out of town for work this week, and I left Wednesday. But my Wednesday morning was so hectic, I literally ate pineapple and watermelon for breakfast.
That's not food.
And then I ate 2 beef sticks before I left work, and they were the little ones like this.
Beef sticks.
Then I drove to. So is it St. Petersburg or is it St. Pete? What do people call it?
That's just the abbreviation.
Oh, okay.
It's like
So
St. Pete is like St. Jack's.
So I went down to St. Petersburg for work.
For the Berg.
And I got down there and I was so annoyed and I was so pissed off. And he's like, "Did you eat?" And I was like, "I had watermelon, pineapple, and 2 beef sticks." He's like, "You should probably order some food." So I ordered.
Why don't you have a carb?
So listen to what I ordered from Carrabba's. I ordered my own appetizer just for me. I ordered cheese sticks, and then I ordered the chicken brine. But I had broccoli. I didn't get pasta with my chicken brine like you do.
So good. Carrabba's is banging.
And I literally set it up in the bed. You have a picture of it. You should insert it. I ate it in the hotel bed.
I was like, who are you?
So then the next...
Leaves me here with the children, and you get Carrabba's in a hotel.
So-
and then she also took beer with her. Don't forget that part.
I did. I took a 4-pack of like the 16 ounces.
Yeah. Polished all those off, didn't you?
I used that cooler the guy gave me at work to keep them cold on the way down because I bought them before I left.
I mean, you got to keep them cold.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it worked out great. They were still cold when I got there, riding in the car. So then the next morning, I had to be up and at the campus like super early. So I woke up at 5:15. 5:30, I started working from my hotel room and ate half a protein bar while working and getting dressed. The hotel breakfast was trash. It was not that great. So I didn't eat breakfast. Then they provided lunch for us at the summit I was at, but by the time I got in line and got to the table, everything was already picked over. So I ate like maybe 4 slices of turkey and 2 slices of cheese.
Yeah. Can I just
And then when I got home, I didn't even eat dinner last night, by the way.
I know. The amount of times when Sam tells me what she eats, I would be in a delirious state. If I showed up at home and I was like, well, I had some pineapple and a stick of beef jerky for lunch, I don't know if I could drive home. like every day, like sometimes I skip breakfast, and then when I'm at work at 11 o'clock,
you're texting me at 10 o'clock saying you're hungry and you don't feel good. And
I have looked at my phone at 9:30 and been like, I don't know how I'm going to make it. I got to at least have an apple or, I guess like if I like an apple or a banana or something like that, that would probably be the more healthy. But like, when I don't eat anything, I am like 11 o'clock. I'm like, let's see what's on DoorDash. Get something terrible here.
So then I didn't eat dinner last night. This morning I didn't take the oldest.
I'm burping
So
over here.
in Florida, is it all school sports? Even middle school? You have to have an EKG.
Yeah.
Before
They
you can play the
changed it.
sport. So I had to take him over to the hospital this morning, get his EKG, and I was raging because I asked Mike to get me a Red Bull when he stopped and got beer last night, and he didn't get me one.
So, all right.
And I even texted him and said, "Can you get me a big Red Bull and not those little bitch little ones that we have at work? Like, I needed a big one."
A lot of times when you text me something, it's like an hour before I'm about to do it.
I texted you when you were working out.
We were at, right. So we had gotten to the gym and we were working out, and you texted that, and
so you have a memory like Dory.
yeah, I'm not going to remember it that long or that far in advance.
But you can remember the score of a national championship from 10 years ago.
Oh, I can't. No, I couldn't tell you any of those.
So I stopped at Starbucks and got a venti coffee, and I asked the oldest, was like, "What should I get to eat?" He's like, "Something to make you happy." So I got a wrap, devoured it. You know the episode on Bluey when it's Father's Day and they're trying to make breakfast, and he's like, I was doing that while driving.
Because you haven't eaten in 3 days.
I was driving and trying to eat it and drink my coffee at the same time. And Starbucks in the hospital is literally half a mile. That thing was gone before I got to the parking lot. You know what I had for lunch?
I don't. Nothing?
A protein bar.
Yeah, okay.
And then for dinner, I had 2 cheese sticks and 3 slices of Cajun turkey.
You ate some of my pasta.
And I ate some of your pasta.
And I ate some noodles. All right,
I'm gonna look fit tomorrow in my bikini.
Let me get into some of this stuff here. If we're gonna read that story, we gotta.
Oh yeah, my story. My story.
We gotta roll into it. We gotta roll. So these are a couple short things I had just saved. So this was something I saw. This was from Mars, and this is on Mars. Okay, it's like these are like pillars, and there's like a giant ball. Like what could possibly, like, there's multiple.
Or there's like cannonballs. You know how you find cannonballs sometimes?
I don't know. And then like I had saved this like a week or so ago, and like that one looks like it's moved. See how it's like?
Yeah.
And it's right by those.
Is this the rover?
Yeah, like taking pictures or videos of this.
How does the rover still have life? Or is there
I think it's solar powered. So like there's multiple pillars.
I thought there wasn't sun on Mars.
No, there's sun. Like you can see, it's not dark, so there's sun.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist.
So like, okay, so there was those, and then I saw this one. This was another post I saw. That was taken
on Mars. It's like
Mars.
a casket.
Well, no, this is big. So these are like they're saying like, was that a structure at some point?
Oh.
Because like the thought is like, some people say that like Mars used to be a planet like Earth, and then they had like a nuclear, like aliens or whatever had a nuclear war, and then it wiped it out. I've also heard like a theory, this is wild, is that we are originally from Mars. So like an escape, however many people.
Well, damn, that backfired because we have billions of people on Earth now.
But like, listen, like think about this.
We're about to implode it.
Think about this. If there was like an escape plan, and however many thousands or whatever it was,
you're like a fuzz right in your eyeball.
Left Mars and came to Earth, right? Okay. And we've talked about this before, like after the Great Flood, you lose all that technology. So even if they were an advanced civilization, you lose all of that because you're just focused on finding food, water, things for survival.
Yeah.
So very quickly, like we talked about in another episode, like we talked about like the Great Flood, how quickly, if that happened and we were an advanced civilization, how quickly you would lose all that technology because everyone's focus becomes on like harvesting crops and hunting animals and building shelters and
you're
stuff.
You're not
like
trying to build.
Yeah, so you're not worried about like, how do we build a particle accelerator? Like that's not relevant. So in just one generation, that's gone.
Yeah.
And then the fact that like, I think it was on Ninjas or Butterflies. There's another podcast I listened to, but they were talking about, they asked a question and they said, how long do you think it would take for us to like lose our current technology if like everything was wiped out today, like to get us back to this? And I'm like, thousands of years. And they were saying like a couple generations. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like if you wiped out like our like even our power grid, like there's no way you would be able to like to build the factory, to build the microchip. Okay, and then you're like, oh well, you just got to build a factory. Okay, well, how do you create steel? How do you create electricity? How do you create like it's our whole evolution would be completely wiped out. Like there's no like, oh okay, well we just got to get no. You would have like if there was some kind of like cataclysmic event that wiped out like a bunch of people on Earth. Even if you could get together like, okay, well we found a steel worker, we found an electrician, we found, you know, a guy that knows how to use compute, like build, and I'm not talking about use computers, but build the computer from pieces we have. Make this computer tell this whatever how to make like to build like a microchip.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we do that? That's a Nate Bargatze bit. He said that.
No one knows.
He said that in one of his things. He said, if I was sit back into the past, he's like, I'm not convinced that I would be able to explain or to tell them I'm from the future.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yeah, like, so we have these like phones and okay, what's a phone? Well, it's this thing where you could talk to somebody. How do you talk to them? Oh, it's wireless. And he's like, what's that mean?
There's a satellite in space.
Yeah, he's a satellite. What's a satellite? How do you make one? Can you make us one? No, I can't make an iPhone. I can't make a satellite. Like, you wouldn't be able to fucking prove it.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't, like, as us, we don't know how to do anything. If you drop me back into the 1700s, I would be like, I got some really cool ideas. Don't know how to do any of it. Listen, guys, I'm going to teach you. They got these things called electric bikes. And they're like, what's a bike? And I'm like, oh, okay, shit. Let's start from the beginning. Like, you wouldn't be able to do it. What's electricity? Like, there's no fucking way. You would die before you could even figure it out. Write that down. All right. I only have a couple short things, so I don't have anything like crazy.
Okay.
This guy, have you seen the mask guy that was on Fox News? Dude. So this is a guy, I'm going to play this video. It's this Admiral Robert Harward is going viral. He was on, I think this is on Fox News. Let me play this. Whoa, bro. Hang on. All right.
The rest of the Gulf nations, and so far every
time on his hands. He controls the narrative, he controls the strike capabilities, and he knows
I get involved. But again,
so they're saying that's a mask. What else could it be?
Why is he masking himself?
They're saying that's not him. That was the big debate.
Well, they all say that the last few years of Biden wasn't really Biden.
Like, there's clearer pictures of this, but it's clearly like you can see it flapping, and they just didn't button him up high enough or whatever. And even his face right here, it doesn't look like. Look at his like. I know there's different lighting and stuff.
He doesn't have the 11s between his eyes.
That was the thing. When I was watching this, if you watch his
face, he doesn't have the frown. He doesn't have these marks either.
And that could be contributing to lighting. But the thing between his eyes,
you have those no matter the lighting. Trust me.
I watched this and I'm like, what else could it be? Explain it to me. What is it? What is this then? If it's not a mask,
do you think he's an alien?
I mean.
Oh, did you see the picture I sent to you? It's probably AI. Trump walking.
Yeah.
At the Air Force Base.
He posted that.
I know. That's why I sent it to you.
So it was a picture of Trump. He posted on. I think it says.
X.
Is it Truth Social? He has his own thing. It's basically Twitter.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's Truth Social, but it was a AI image of him walking with like aliens.
With a gray, dark, tall alien.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
I sent it to you. You didn't save it.
No, I saw it. I mean, I was like, yeah, that's wild. But there was some other stuff that came out. There's so much stuff. So much alien stuff has come out lately. the thing with the mask, they've showed different stuff where people take them off. Like they'll show a video of a guy wearing one, and it looks like that, and he pulls it off, and it's a woman or something. Like it just, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, and it's not AI. Like, it's just technology that they've had for like the CIA and stuff like that have had for years. And it's like for covert, like the whole like Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. Where he pulls it off, and they're like totally. They did it like the first Mission Impossible. They did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
But that's basically like something that's actually existed since like the 70s or 80s, and it's just gotten better and better. Yeah. That's like the whole, like what you were talking about, the Biden thing. There was like a video of Biden, and like I heard Rogan joking about it. He's like, "Where's the 7 foot tall Biden video?" And they played it. He's so much taller than
the wife
in any other video. And you even can see her, like she's wearing like 3-inch heels in the video. So it's not like, well, she's wearing flats and normally, you know, and then his shoes are, no, she's in heels, he's in normal dress shoes, and he's like 7 or 8 inches taller than he is in every.
You guys failed. I'm going to go ahead and call y'all Captain Bullshit on that one.
Rogan even said something. He was like, he's like, yeah, the day that they were like short staffed and had to get the tall replacement or something in there, because it's not even close. I think we played that on here.
Yeah, we did. What do they do in baseball when they want the
like the relief pitcher? Like, give me the righty. Give me that one. They don't. They do right or left. I think that's the thing.
Whatever.
Jesus Christ.
What?
We had talked about this before, about kids that have memories from past lives. You remember we talked about that on an episode?
Yeah, the oldest sometimes says things. I'm like, that never happened.
All right. So I've seen a lot of stuff about this and heard different stuff. They say that kids, when they're like 3, 4, 5, and it starts to fade, can remember past lives, and they think where they're like reincarnated. And we've talked about this, like the girl. Do you remember the story I told you about the girl that was in? Thought she was in Egypt or something, and then she ends up going to Egypt and working there. And told us one of the other episodes.
Yeah, I remember.
She had like could diagram like the pyramids and the tombs and all this shit, and showed them where other stuff was that hadn't even been discovered and all this stuff. So this is kind of a spin-off of that. So I want to read this. It says a University of Virginia psychiatrist spent 40 years documenting children who remembered being other people. He verified over 2,500 cases. It says mainstream science never found a way to explain them. His name was Ian Stevenson. He held the chair of psychiatry? Is that right? Psychiatry.
Words are hard.
At one of America's most respected medical schools, it says in 1960 he came across a case that stopped him cold. A child describing memories of a life they hadn't lived in enough detail that it couldn't be easily dismissed. He spent the next 4 decades finding out if it was possible. All right.
I feel like I'm reincarnated.
Everyone may be. I mean, if this is true, and then just some of us don't remember it. But it says the cases followed a pattern. A child, usually between 2 and 5, begins describing a previous life. They name a family, a place, sometimes cause of death. They ask to go back. They describe the house. They describe people they've never met. Stevenson would investigate, travel to the location, find the family, test whether the child's description matched a real deceased person they could not have known about. In thousands of cases, they did. Which is wild. And then this says the birthmark cases are the ones that stay with you.
Hold on. Before you read that, I was just about to tell you, I think I found my birthmark.
Okay.
42 years old, and I think I finally found it.
Okay.
It's in my armpit.
Could be skin cancer.
What the fuck would you say that to me?
I'm just saying. You should get that checked. What is it?
No, I think it's always been there. Just I always thought it was a freckle.
Okay. Well, if it's like a dangerous mole, we'll get that checked.
It's not raised.
Okay. Well, you got a birthmark.
It's like this thing on my arm. Where's it at? Is it this arm? Or is it this arm? I don't know. The one where I always say I've been kissed by the sun, that red mark, that everyone's always like, what's that?
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
I was just going to say, before you bring up the whole birthmark thing.
It's okay. It's all right. It says children born with birthmarks.
Where's Jamie?
Or birth defects in specific unusual locations, sometimes multiple marks that correspond precisely to the wounds on the body of a person they claim to have been in a previous life. And we talked about this. I know we talked about it.
I totally believe in that.
It says, not general areas, precise locations verified against medical and autopsy records from the deceased. Stevenson documented over 200 of these cases in a single volume. He called them biological evidence. I mean...
Shut up.
I mean, this is the...
Because yours is back here.
Yeah, in my back. It says,
And it's like... It's either on this side or...
It's like my shoulder, but yeah.
But it's wherever your heart... It's on this side, right?
No, it's on my right side.
But you could have... So, I think you are reincarnated of probably an Indian.
Okay.
And you got shot with a bow and arrow.
Or could have been both.
Because the way your birthmark is, it's long ways this way, which would be perfect for a bow and arrow.
Yeah, like if it's spread, yeah.
Yeah.
It is possible.
And the oldest, he has 3 in his leg right here.
Yeah. Well, this also says some children spoke words or phrases from languages they had never been exposed to, which would terrify me. Some refused to eat certain foods that the previous person had been allergic to. Some had phobias that mapped directly back to the circumstances of the person's death, like drowning, fire, violence, with no experience in their life.
Maybe that's why the oldest doesn't like roller coasters.
He fell off a roller coaster. The children weren't performing. They were distressed. They missed people they'd never met, and they grieved a life in their current family knew nothing about. It says he never said he had proven reincarnation, but he said he had documented cases that could not be explained by fraud, coincidence, or normal means of information transfer. So it's...
Ooh, I like this.
We had talked about this before. I mean, it goes on to say Jim Tucker, a psychiatrist at the same university, has continued his research. I'm guessing this guy's retired, but he's had hundreds of other additional verified cases. He published his findings. He developed a scoring system. I mean, University of Virginia is out there doing work. They're working on this.
I like this.
So, I mean, we've talked about it in other episodes. So you should just go, if you can't find it, just watch all of our episodes in their entirety, and you'll find it. But
like how you say sometimes when you, I know this sounds bad to say, but like sometimes when you have like an axe in your hand or a knife, you feel like you're in battle. You have like an urge.
It's so weird. Every time I touch a knife, I feel like, well, like it's a weird thing. Like, I'm not gonna stab somebody.
You're not like a serial killer. Or
no,
anything,
but it like if I'm chopping something or whatever, it's a weird feeling, and like I don't know, like you could think back to like even like serial killers and stuff. Were they some kind of like crazy whatever back, like Genghis Khan or something, back in the day?
Maybe.
Even like when we shoot like guns, like the guns, I'll say this, like the guns and stuff don't do it as much as like weapons. They even like sword fighting with the boys and stuff. Like I know
you feel the need to go Viking,
but it feels like very like it's a weird, like I mean, and that could also be attributed to like your evolution. And just
your testosterone.
Think about like how many generations of human beings used swords, bow and arrows, spears, whatever.
Knives.
Well, I mean, they've been using knives since like caveman days, sharpening something to stab or hunt down an animal or fight a rival tribe or whatever.
So I'm torn.
It's just built. I think it's just built into your DNA to like some stuff. Just like
So I'm torn because I try to keep our floors clean. So I feel like I'm from like Western years where you would track in like dirt and sand, and I'm just constantly cleaning the
just the
floors.
Midwest.
I'd be pissed if that's my reincarnation. Is some
The wild thing would be if we ever got to a point, and there's no records of this, so you could never do it. But when you think about everybody that is on Earth right now, it is absolutely wild that you're here. Because that means your genes or whatever have survived from the beginning of time.
yeah. But also think about this: somehow we're all connected.
Well, that's what they say. But, I mean, the whole thing, like, I find...
We're not all technically blood, but at some point,
Like the Bible says you are, which I struggle to wrap my head around it being the Adam and Eve story. It just doesn't make sense for us to be there and then spread out throughout the planet when we didn't have anything. But
with all the different races,
like Chinese or African or I mean.
So you got Asian, you got Arabic,
You could make a connection if it's like Ireland and like England. Like, well, they're both white, they have different accents, but like Asian people are totally different from African people from like white people. Like that doesn't make any sense that you would. I mean, evolution's a thing, but like they've those different races have looked like that for thousands of years. So I think there's so much about our history that we don't know.
I wanted to make a comment, but I'll get canceled.
Okay, well, don't do that. But there's so much that we don't know about our human history.
Yeah.
It's baffling as far as stuff like that, going way back. Do you want me to read your story?
Give it a go.
It's not that long, right?
It's really not. No.
So we could talk about that. Let me pull it up here. I'm trying to find the start of it here. Hold on. We're rolling.
Right there.
All right. So this is.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this is a
Rough draft.
Creepypasta / no sleep. So we've done some episodes on that. This is one Sam put in.
I created it while I was in the car wash.
Okay, yeah. So
literally going
not
to
all
the car
time.
wash. No hands.
So these are just quick, like we've talked about before. You can punch like an idea in ChatGPT and tweak it a little bit, and it gives you kind of a cool story. So,
after you do this, you're gonna have to post my picture in for this, and you'll see why after you read it why you have to post my picture from the hotel that other night.
Okay, I would like to go back to reading the creepypasta stories.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't watch them as much because they don't like it, but I think they're so fun. Like, I really do enjoy them, and I think
when we kind of rip them apart a little bit, they make fun of
sometimes,
them.
yeah, I feel like it's more fun when they're goofy than when it's super serious and scary. Because like when they're like you're like, oh my god, this is
Like the
trouble.
night you made me cry.
Yeah, like those aren't as good. But if you haven't watched them, go back. We did some creepypasta stories. They're fun. Some of them are serious. Some of them aren't serious.
I don't know. Drop a comment. Am I the first female to cry on a podcast? Like uncontrolled, not crying because
No,
I'm going through
definitely
not because I'm talking to someone and going through my trauma, but like just ugly crying uncontrollably.
Ugly crying.
All right, I'm so excited for this.
All right.
I read it to the oldest, and he liked it.
All right, let me read it. She had traveled nearly 1,000 miles from home for work, staying alone in an aging hotel just outside the city. The building looked normal enough from the outside. Old brick walls, buzzing neon vacancy signs, stale cigarette smell buried deep in the carpets. But something about the place felt wrong the moment she checked in. By the time she had reached the 6th floor, exhaustion had replaced the uneasy feeling. She unlocked room 615, tossed her purse onto the dresser, and began unpacking. That's when she noticed the adjoining door. A heavy wooden door connecting her room to the room beside it. An old-fashioned burglar bar extended across the handle to prevent either side from opening it. She checked the knob instinctively. Locked. Creepy, she muttered to herself, but thought nothing more of it. The first night, strange noises woke her around 2 a.m. Soft thumps. That's right. Someone's getting it in. Giving them the soft thumps.
I don't know you're going to take that dirty.
Huh?
I knew you were going to make that part dirty. Our child watches this.
He doesn't watch it. He doesn't care. Scraping sounds. A faint creaking from the room next door. That's the bed spring.
Just so we're clear, this isn't a sexual porn.
Oh, I like where this is going. Did she go over and help out?
Stop.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Waka, 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 waka. Half asleep. She doesn't walk over. Half asleep, she assumed another guest had returned late. Maybe a family. Maybe kids jumping on beds. She rolled over and forced herself back to sleep. That is not what I would assume at 2 a.m. I'd be like, these people fucking, like, y'all gotta be quiet, like, finish up. The second night, it happened again. Let's go.
It's not that kind of story.
No, it is. In my head, it is.
Oh, you haven't uttered
Oh,
disappointment coming.
only this time, the noises were louder. Slow pacing. Are you sure? This sounds like a naughty bass. A dragging sound across the floor, then silence. She stared at the ceiling in the darkness, listening carefully. That's when she heard the adjoining door. Is it adjoining or joining door?
I don't know.
I think it's adjoining. But ChatGPT typed this, so adjoining.
Well, I typed it as joining door.
I think it's adjoining.
So an A in front of it?
AD, adjoining.
I don't know. I'm not an English
That's
major.
when she heard the adjoining door handle jiggle. Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Okay, so we're going to treat me like your Reddit ones? You're going to just pick...
Metal softly clicking. Her stomach tightened as heavy breathing seeped through the crack beneath the door. Not normal breathing either. Wet, uneven, almost animal-like.
Fuck. I swear to God.
Did you write a dirty story? Is that what this is?
Yeah, I'm going to write one next week and not tell you about it.
I'm getting hot and bothered here. Like, just then, a tall blonde escaped from the room.
I'm going to write a dirty one next week and not tell you what it is and let you read it.
Is this like the werewolf story?
No.
Is that what? Is somebody on meth? All right. She sat upright in bed, frozen. The handle stopped moving after a few seconds. He finished. The breathing continued another minute, then vanished. The next morning, she went to the front desk, trying to laugh it off. I think someone staying next to me was trying the door last night. The clerk behind the desk stopped typing. What room were you in? 615. The woman's face changed instantly. There's no one in 614. A chill ran through her. What do you mean, no one? It's vacant. Maybe somebody checked in late? The clerk shook her head slowly. No one has stayed in that room for years.
Dun, dun, dun!
She laughed nervously, assuming it was some misunderstanding, but the woman wouldn't explain further. The rest of the day crawled by painfully during meetings. By evening, she convinced herself the hotel staff was mistaken, or maybe maintenance workers had been inside the room doing weird stuff. But when she returned that night, her blood ran cold. Her blood's running cold a lot. Her suitcase sat open on the bed. She distinctly remembered leaving it zipped shut near the wall. Her clothes had been disturbed, and the burglar bar across the adjoining door was no longer extended. Someone had moved it. Do you think her clothes are like sticky and like covered in?
God damn it.
I think,
Just read the fucking story.
I think somebody next to her is down to clown. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to clown you in a minute.
Okay. Her breathing quickened as she backed toward the hallway. She checked the main door immediately. Still locked. No signs of forced entry. Hand shaking, she stormed downstairs to the front desk. Someone has been in my room. The same clerk looked genuinely frightened now. No one has access to your room electronically. My luggage was moved. The clerk swallowed hard. And no one is in 714. Okay, sweetie, we got to check out. Like, just get your shit, and just get. The girl stared at her. That's impossible. The clerk leaned closer to the counter. You need to leave. Thank you. Good job. The words hit harder than she expected. What? Please, the woman whispered, eyes darting nervously toward the elevators. Just leave the hotel. Okay, good. I'm not even going to get my shit. I'm out.
Clothes are replaceable.
All right, Judy, thank you. Can you help me get my car out front? All right, let's. Before she could ask another question, the elevator door dinged behind her. A tall man stepped out, gray hoodie, head lowered, barefoot. Water dripped from the legs of his pants onto the lobby floor. The clerk immediately went pale. The man slowly lifted his head toward them. His eyes looked wrong, cloudy and unfocused, almost dead. Then he smiled, too wide. The clerk whispered, "Oh my God." The man turned and walked silently down the hallway toward the stairwell. No sound except dripping water. The girl spun back toward the clerk. Who is that? But the clerk was already grabbing the phone with trembling hands. You need to get your things and go now. Heart pounding, No, don't go back upstairs. Heart pounding, she rushed back upstairs. Run, bitch, run! Why are you going back upstairs? I gotta get my laptop.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Just guys, I'll go investigate this scary noise. You stay here. I'll be right back. But her room door stood slightly open. She knew she had closed it. Very slowly, she stepped inside. The lamp beside the bed was on. She never left lights on. The bathroom faucet dripped steadily, and the adjoining door was now cracked open just an inch. Darkness waited on the other side. Oh.
You gotta read this next couple parts, a little creepy.
Then came the breathing. Right there, on the other side of the opening, long, slow, wet. She stumbled backward as the door creaked wider by itself. A voice emerged from the darkness, soft and broken. Don't leave yet. The voice sounded like someone speaking underwater. Don't leave yet. Just like that?
You're a fucking asshole.
What? Oh, sorry. She ran. Barefoot, she sprinted toward the hallway as something slammed violently against the joining door behind her. Wood cracked, heavy footsteps thundered across the room. Fast, too fast. She smashed the elevator button repeatedly. The footsteps stopped outside her room. Silence filled the hallway. Then she heard breathing again, right behind her. She turned, nothing. The hallway was empty. Ding! The elevator door slid open. She jumped inside and frantically pressed the lobby button. As the door closed slowly, she glanced back one final time. A figure stood motionless in the doorway of room 615. Tall, unnaturally thin, gray skin stretched tight across its face, its head tilted sideways at an impossible angle, and it was smiling. The door shut. When she reached the lobby, police lights flashed outside the hotel windows. The clerk stood, waiting for her, pale as paper. You saw him, the woman whispered. The girl could barely speak. Who is he? The clerk hesitated. Years ago, a man staying in 615, he became obsessed with a woman in 614. Hotel staff later discovered he had been secretly entering her room through the adjoining door while she slept. The girl's stomach twisted. One night, the woman disappeared. Lightning flashed outside the lobby windows. The police found the man dead in 614 the next morning, door locked from the inside. The girl shook her head slowly. That doesn't make sense. The clerk's eyes filled with terror. They never found all of him. Upstairs, somewhere on the 6th floor, a woman screamed. Okay, I like it.
Not bad?
Yeah. For something that was 10 minutes, So what I was saying before, like the Chat GPT can spit out a story with a couple ideas.
So my first night in the hotel when I moved.
You're like on high alert. What was that? Somebody get off.
I've never stayed in a room with a joint door by myself. And when I do stay in hotels, I put something in front of the door.
Yeah.
I can usually move something in front of the door. There was nothing in this hotel room the other night when I was there except for that thing that
It's like a dresser or something.
It was like a little cabinet dresser. Had like 2 drawers in it. And I moved it. That bitch was heavy. I definitely hurt my back moving it. But I put it in the front of the door because the door was right by my bed where I was sleeping.
Yeah.
So, like, the way the door opened, it would have opened this way, and my bed was here. So, it would have opened like this. So, it would have opened directly into my bed. Like, if someone had come through, it would have gone. So, I moved this little 2-drawer dresser cabinet thing across the floor. So, I'm sure the people staying in the room next to me were like, I heard something dragging slowly.
They probably thought you were sick.
And then I heard someone go, because my back hurt.
Oh, God damn it. Ah.
So then I'm laying in the
Sounds
bed.
like you're being murdered and you just fucked up your back, moving something heavy.
In a hotel room. So then
And the shower turned on.
No, because then next I was like, shit, what am I going to put in front of the actual door?
God.
And I couldn't move the desk because the desk was all the way over
You know you
here.
could just take a gun with you.
I didn't think about that when I left Wednesday morning. But anyways, so then I took the rolling office chair. I'm like, well, I'll hear the wheels. So I'm rolling the chair across the hotel room, and then part of it's tile. And I put it in front of the door. I'm like, this would be a good story.
You're the crazy person next door that's making all these fucking noises. And then it's you trying the door to make sure it's locked, and the people next door are just fucking terrified. They're like, someone's trying to get in the room.
So I forgot to tell you this. I've actually flooded the bathroom.
Okay.
So I turned the shower on to get it hot, and then I went and nibbled my protein bar, sent a couple of emails, and I go back, and the plug for the tub was actually closed.
Yeah.
So it was filling up,
Okay.
and it was coming over the top.
What the fuck, bro?
So I turned off the shower, and I drained it, and I kind of cleaned it all up as best as I could. I feel so bad.
Is that your first time being in a bathroom? Like, what?
I feel so bad for housekeeping. I used every towel in that bathroom.
They were like, why is everything so wet?
So then it drained down enough where I can get in the shower. So I turn the shower back on, and I get in it. Little did I know, the shower curtain was blowing around.
Again,
So blowing around.
first time in a bathroom.
All the shower water was going.
My God.
So I get out. I told you my whole thing about I never get naked in a hotel room.
Okay.
So I get out, got my towel on and everything, and I go walking out, and I'm slipped. So my life flashed before my eyes. I was going to go out in that hotel room because the water had leaked out to like where the door was to go into the room.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Shit.
You're
I floated the whole damn bathroom.
jackass. Oh my God. These poor housekeepers. I cannot.
I totally forgot. I had such a hectic day. I totally forgot.
That's too much, bro. All right. Well, let's wrap this puppy up on that note, okay? And we'll be back.
This is why I should never travel. Nothing good ever happens when I travel
Okay.
by myself.
Well, then don't travel. We will see you guys next week for another fun-filled episode of the Buzzed Files.
Fun filled. I'm not traveling this week, so we'll see how fun it is.
Later.